Hey, what's going on, positive people? What's up, HCR fam? And welcome to yet another edition of the Be Positive Music Show. If you can't tell, I'm super excited for today's show. Man, this is probably the very first Saturday since January that I felt 100% health-wise. I think I've talked about it on a few shows. I feel like I've been limping and dragging myself to this mic week after week, but this week I feel fantastic, and that has just really put me into a posture of feeling grateful. I think a lot of circumstances this year have put me into a posture of just being grateful. So that's what we're going to be talking about a lot as it relates to our halftime pep talk, which is going to happen about 30 minutes from right now. I don't even think I mentioned how you're listening. I'm so excited about today's show. So obviously you're listening right here on Holy Culture Radio, SiriusXM channel 140. I don't know if I said that already. So my apologies if I've already said that, but that's how you're listening today, wherever you guys are tuning in from. I'm super grateful. Hence, that is what we're going to be talking about today. So I do have 3 HCR debut songs. Just like I said 2 weeks ago when I played for the very first time here on the network, Welcome to the Tribe. It is in heavy rotation and it is taking over the CHH, the Christian hip hop space. So super excited to always break songs on the show. And I have 3 for you today, 2 that are going to be in the very first segment. In the first 15 minutes of the show, we will have 2 HCR debut songs. And then in the last quarter of today's show, I have a brand new HCR. Well, it's not brand new and it's not really a new artist, but I'm introducing this artist in a brand new way. So you want to stick around for the last 15 minutes of today's show. So as you can tell, I am super excited. I am ecstatic, feeling all the other words that are synonyms to just being excited. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into our very first HCR debut song of the day. I am a fan of this lady. She is fantastic. She goes by the name of Lanell Grant. She has a brand new song. The name of the song is Heavy. It is featuring the real Tim Woods. And I love this song for a lot of reasons, just because she has carved out a whole new sound that this space has never seen before. But I really like this song just because it's something very simple. I'm a hooper, and she has a line in the song that says, God gave me a shot, hand me the rock. And it's just so many double entendres and maybe even a triple entendre in that. So I just love this song. I love this song. Once again, the name of the song is entitled Heavy. This is an HCR debut song. So you guys lock in. This is a fantastic song. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio. Don't you guys go anywhere.
When they blowing all the levies like this ain't New Year, but that ball ain't finna draw. And them keys here, this is how you keep it low. This is not for sure, but for sure it don't stop. God give me a shot, hand me the.
Hey yo, what's happening, positive people? This is your boy Limo Blazy, aka God's favorite baby, aka Limo Blazy. Yo, and you are now tuned in to Be Positive Music Show with B Plus right here on Holy Culture Radio.
All right, welcome back to the show. Once again, that was Heavy, a HCR debut song by Lanell Grant featuring the real Tim Woods. Fantastic song. There is a very dope music video to that song as well. So make sure you hop over to YouTube, follow her on all socials. Women produce. That's all I got to say. Women produce. So with that being said, speaking of fantastic production, we have another HCR debut song of the day. This one, I believe, is completely produced by Xander. That is spelled Xander. And this song is called Who the One. Who the One. It's featuring Keon Boone, Child Like CeCe, and of course they're gonna throw Boopy the last verse. Tori Deshawn is rounding out the song. So with that lineup, you already know the song is about to be crazy. Again, this is another HCR debut song right here on the Be Positive Music Show, of course on Holy Culture Radio. Once again, the name of the song is Who the One, Keon Boone, Child Like CeCe, Tori Deshawn, and it's produced by Xander. You guys keep it locked.
I can't let the devil come lie to me and try to make me the hero. God don't need me for nothing. Zip, zilch, zero. The Alpha Omega, beginning and ending. Shall I keep going? I'm already reaping eternal blessings. Shall I keep sowing?
And we are back. I am B Plus. You are tuned in to the Be Positive Music Show, of course, right here on Holy Culture Radio. And it is time for our second quarter set, where I'm just going to play some songs that are in heavy rotation for myself as I'm driving to work, as I'm at work, when I'm working around the house, whether I'm hooping, no matter what it is, these songs are in heavy rotation and those are coming right up. But before we do that, let's talk about what I played during the very first quarter of today's show. Again, I kick off the show with 2 HCR debut songs. The very first one was entitled Heavy. That was by Lanell Grant featuring the real Tim Woods. The second song was entitled Who the One.
Who the one that be bringing me peace and joy when that devils they get on my nerves? Who the one that got right on that cross and died when it should have been our turn? Who the one that said all of my riches in heaven? Christ, you must haven't heard.
And that was by Keon Boone, Child Like CeCe, Tori Deshawn, produced by Xander. And then the last 2 songs I played really quickly. The first one was called Who Bigger.
7 days, the word spoke, got the mouth for the most high. God always hit his target with a bullseye. Lead when a straight millstone for a bow tie. Cast out demons in your name, but it won't fly.
That was by Mission featuring Frank Rilla. Very dope collaboration. And speaking of a dope collaboration, probably my favorite song right now is called Realign Me.
When I'm out of line, Lord, please realign me. Please realign me. Please realign me. Create to me a clean heart, oh God.
It's by Lank and K Rich. K Rich is a special artist and a special producer. I want you guys to remember the name K Rich. So with that being said, let's get ready to hop into this second quarter set. Again, these are just some songs that are in heavy rotation for me right now. And this very first one, I didn't know that this was a collab that I need, or that I needed rather. It is by Miles Minnick and Aha Gazelle. I believe The Fix played this on his radio show maybe last week. That's when I very first heard the song. So make sure you are locked in with Holy Culture Radio. The Fix has a wonderful show. But I heard this song and I was just like really blown away. I know there's a music video for it, but my son will not let me watch it until I watch it with him first. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and cue up this next song. Again, Way I Live is by Miles Minnick and Aha Gazelle. You guys keep it locked right here on the Be Positive Music Show. Peace.
God's plan, I'm just blessed to be a part of it. Ain't no switching teams, I'm a win with who I started with. Gotta show love for who stayed when I was paying my dues. God put me in position, now I'm paying my dues. Come on.
This is the way I live, I have a great idea. Let's remove the mask, raise a glass, face our fears. Honest looks in the mirror, the energy is sincere. But somebody can win without somebody else acting weird.
It's halftime with B+. Time for that pep talk.
What up? It's B+. This is the Be Positive Music Show, and we are back. And yes, it is time for our halftime pep talk, but let's talk really quickly about what I played during that second quarter set. Again, the very first song I played was called Way I Live.
This is the way I live. This is the way I
That was by Miles Minnick and Aha Gazelle. The next song was entitled Way.
Ain't never left, that's blessed. Yeah, I'm stressed, that's test. I'm a mess, that's flesh. Missing shots ain't Steph.
And that was by Limo Blaze, Princeton South, and the Jackie Hill Perry. I'm super excited about Limo Blaze's new project. I don't know when it's coming out, but he is rapping and I am thoroughly enjoying it. And then the third song I played, again, you heard it here first on the Be Positive Music Show a couple weeks ago. The name of the song was entitled Welcome to the Tribe.
Used to count up every penny after I had spent it. Now we counting on more wins than the Vietnamese census.
It's taking over the space right now, so make sure you guys go check out that music video for that song. And now it's time for our halftime pep talk, and I'm super excited. Like I said in the intro of the show, I've been sick a lot this year. Way more than normal. I'm not a person that gets sick a whole lot, but it's really just kind of put me in a position of just being slowed down. And I think in slowing down, I've been really leaning into this idea, not this idea, but just the fact that I need to just be more grateful. I need to just be more grateful in general about the things that are going on in my life, the things that aren't happening in my life, whether they're big or small, just being grateful for it all. And I have this working definition for gratitude. I thought I had it right here in front of me. Oh, I do have it. Gratefulness is a conscious, intentional practice of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, whether big or small. And I will add into that is being thankful to the Lord for those things. I mean, this is just a general definition. I don't know if this is Webster's definition or somebody else's, but it's being thankful to the Creator, the one that gives, the one that takes, being grateful for the things that He's taken away from us, grateful for the hardships that we may be going through, whether it's something that we brought on ourselves or whether it's something that the Lord has just asking us to carry in this moment, just being grateful for it all. And I was just in my studies of this, actually not even my studies, even before that, just yesterday or 2 days ago, I was listening to a song about being grateful, and then it just spun into another song that I was listening to, Hezekiah's song about being grateful, that I was listening to another song about being grateful. And before I knew it, I listened to about 8 or 9 songs straight about just being grateful. And my kids were just kind of like, are you going to be talking about this on your radio show? Because they kind of know me by now. I was like, yeah, this is something I'm going to be talking about. So, and I think it just really stems from, like I said, being slowed down because I just really wasn't in the best health. But one thing that comes to mind about being grateful is I've heard different studies about how that can just affect like your overall mood. It can fight against depression. It can also fight against anxiety, things like that. When you're focusing on those things, it's just Bible. The theme verse for everything that I do, the whole be positive, the whole idea of my DJ name being B plus, is all centered around Philippians 4:8. And I'll read, well, I'll just kind of highlight it really quick. It says, whatsoever things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, praiseworthy, think on these things. And if you're thinking on those things, you are going to have a life of gratitude. And another scripture that is in 1 Thessalonians, it talks about giving thanks in all circumstances, for it is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. So that's just another reason of why we should just be leaning into this idea of being grateful. It's going to brighten up your day. It's going to brighten up the days of people around you. And I'm going to just end with this. The story of the 10 lepers. If you know your Bible, you know this story. If you don't, I encourage you to go check it out. But there was one leper that came back after all this, and he pretty much thanked the Lord for you healed me. And all 10 were healed, but only one was made whole. The one that came back and showed gratefulness was the one that was made whole. And I just will go as far to say that if we lean into being grateful, that the Lord will make us whole. He is just. He is merciful. He is gracious. So that's what I have for you guys. And with that being said, I'm going to play this song. First time it's being played on the show, but it is an old but good song. The name of the song is called I'm Grateful. It is by Ty Brazel. It is by Jay Monty, the lyrical beast that he is. So I know you guys are going to enjoy this song. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show, and you guys keep it locked.
You are now tuned in to the #1 station for Christian hip hop and R&B. Holy Culture Radio on SiriusXM.
It's the fourth quarter. Time for some Christian R&B.
Welcome back. B plus here. This is the Be Positive Music Show, and we are about to hop into our Christian R&B pop soul set. Super excited that you guys have made it to the final 15 of the show. So let's talk about the third quarter before we hop into our fourth quarter. So the very first song was entitled I'm Grateful.
I went through the storm, I wandered around the wilderness, ran through muddy waters, I got stuck and tore my ligaments. I'm a product of the mountains and valleys, but in a spirit sense, God wrote the story, I came out of it a lyricist.
That was by Ty Brazel and Jay Monty. The next song was entitled Grateful.
Tell the truth, you never said that. In a way you never got that. Really, you should be grateful.
That was by 1K Few. And then the third song was entitled, you guessed it, Grateful.
It's reserved right for the Lord. Woo. I just be thinking about God with it. Hard with it. Gratitude, I'm a star with it. Ay, squad with it. I spit it till they all feel it.
That was featuring D1 and Pastor Mike Jr. So as I teased at the top of the hour, I'm going to be reintroducing a brand new artist for the first time. That makes no sense, but let me explain. And I'm thinking about Torrin Wells because he joked about this at one of the, I think it might have been at the Dove Awards. He was talking about getting CeCe'd. And that's when CeCe Winans sings one of your songs. It's not yours anymore. It's hers. Songs like, where's my list at here? Never Lost. That was by Torrin Wells, and Elevation. It's now CeCe's song. The next song that comes to mind is That's My King. That was by Bridge Worship. CeCe sang it, never been the same. And then the third song that I want to bring up is The Goodness of God, and that was by Bethel. I believe Jen Johnson is the writer of that song. Now, it's been very much popularized by CeCe Winans. So, and I think actually in some of those songs, they have shot up the charts, so like either 1 or 2 in the gospel chart. So why am I saying all this? A lot of people know CeCe, but I grew up in, I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and I know RnB CeCe. A lot of people don't know RnB CeCe, but like in the late 90s, this is when just the 90s in general, a lot of our gospel stars today were honing their craft and their sound in the 90s. RnB CeCe she was fantastic. I did not plan to do this, but let me go over here and grab, she had, the name of the album was called Everlasting Love, I believe. Everlasting Love came out in 98. It had a bunch of fantastic songs. I am multitasking. Like I said, I did not plan on doing this. And I got 30 minutes or 30 seconds to wrap up what I'm about to say. So bear with me. The name of the album is called Everlasting Love, came out in 98. She had 3 songs on there that I love. Well, All Right was the very first song on there. Skate Jam. The next song after that was entitled I Am. Really love that song. That was track number 5. But track number 6 is what I'm going to play. And the name of the song is called Slippin'. So I would like to reintroduce to you guys for the first time RnB CeCe. This song is entitled Slippin'. It's by CeCe Winans. You guys keep it locked right here on the Be Positive Music Show.
There you go again, slipping, doing the things you said you never do again.
All right. This has been the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM channel 140, and of course, Holy Culture Radio. This has been a super fun show. Like I said at the top of the hour and during a halftime pep talk, super grateful to be back. I'm feeling 100%, and it's been a while since I felt this way. So pardon the energy that I had on today's show. This just might be the new me. Now that I'm feeling grateful, now that I'm really leaning into that, this just might be the new me. So I'm super excited about this show today, and I'm super excited about what we have going forward. So let's talk about what I played during this R&B set. And I do see I have a few more minutes on the way out, so I'm going to hit you guys with one more song after this. So the very first song I reintroduced for the very first time, RnB CeCe. That's CeCe Winans with her song from 1998. The name of the song was called Slippin'.
If you wanna stay with me, I need honesty.
And then right after that, I played a song entitled Call My Name. That was the HCR debut song a few weeks back. That is by Holland and Ryan Ofe, and it was produced by The Weatherman. So, yeah, this has been a fantastic show. At least I believe it has been a fantastic show, and I'm so super excited and encouraged that you guys hung around to the end. Like I said, I do have about 3.5 minutes left, and that's enough time for me to slide in yet another song. And of course, the name of the song is entitled Grateful. It's by Dante Bowe. It is by Friday. I will see you guys next week. You guys be blessed. Peace in, confusion out, and be positive.
Pick me up.